The final episode. We're so close.
Gents, it's been an honor.
We're all gonna go down with this one.
Drag out the violins.
It's been an honor roasting with you.
Yeah, it's been an honor roasting with you.
No safe heaven.
All right.
Or haven.
Well, now that I've watched the episode and none of the spoilers I've had have accrued to it, I'm going to enter your betting pool, Fat Man, and say that RWBY does not meet up by the end of the volume.
Okay, well, I've actually sort of modified that to say that at least one member of RWBY will
meet up with someone.
Yeah.
I feel like that's cheating.
Well, okay.
After I placed that bet, I realized that Blake has no reason to go to Haven.
We're not going to destroy the White Fang. We're going to take it back.
The chances of all four of them going got a lot slimmer after I rewatched the episode.
It doesn't. The White Fang leader's in Mistral.
He's in Menagerie.
No, because the big guy, what's his face, is going to talk with the leader of the White Fang.
Yeah.
And guess where the big guy is? In Mistral.
But he's at a train station, and we all know that trains can go anywhere.
No, apparently not Haven.
Well, no. Here's the thing: isn't isn't Oscar traveling to Mistral? Like, isn't that where Osborn told him to go?
Yeah.
So surely Hazel or whatever the big bear guy name is should have gotten on the same train as him.
But he didn't.
But
get
he
on the
didn't.
Same train
So
as him. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think that Salem and Co. are located on the continent as Mistral. They're located on Anima.
Is that Dragon Island?
No, because Tyrion
okay.
managed to walk back to Salem's house in the time it took Qrow to deliver all that exposition.
Oh, very true, very true. Unless they used Birdgrim to fly over.
What if they're like portals, like little warp points they can get back?
Well, that semblances are unique, and Raven can do that.
No. I'm not talking about similar. I'm talking about those like straight up magic shit.
Well, then they can do whatever the fuck they want now, can't they?
In that case, why doesn't RWBY take that to get to Haven?
I bet so it'll have something to do with Watts, I think. He's played too little of a role.
All right. On the count of three, gents. 1, 2, 3. Yum. I'm gonna miss that Grim. I like that he ate everything.
So,
He just ate the entire world.
speaking of people who haven't had a lot of screen time, have you guys noticed a lack of Emerald and Mercury?
Oh yeah,
They were in two.
You know, I've also noticed a significant lack of just about everyone in this show.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's one thing that I've given them credit for in this season is that they have done a good job of calling the herd.
Yeah, really.
They've really been like, okay, we have way too many bum the fuck characters that are really pointless. Let's just not have them.
Yeah.
Now, admittedly, this raises questions as to where the fuck they are.
True.
But at this point, I think it's better for them to have those questions asked than to just try and explain. Like, it would take an entire episode to be like, oh, this person's here, this person's here, this person's here, this person's...
That's gonna be the entire finale. This is what Cardin's been doing.
It just hit me.
This is what Velvet's been doing.
Is it less...
Blackface.
It just hit me. Is it less that they thought they had too many characters, or more that they didn't want to remodel all the characters for the new art style?
Oh.
For the first season, maybe.
Was it laziness? Okay, here we go.
What's it gonna be?
Spooky, scary.
Why am I hearing a machine gun?
Ren.
Oh.
Nice flip. He's the coolest character.
Remember back in season 1 when Ren was the only one to fall flat on his ass?
I've seen the mythological creature that this is based on. It's actually horrifying.
Oh yeah, I saw the picture. This is...
Oh yeah,
this
people
is
have been sending me
not fun.
links to that.
So I can't even credit them for making a good design because they took it off mythology.
It's a creepy motherfucking horse thing. Oh god, it's flipping us off.
Ew, it twitches.
Okay, first objection. The actual mythological being only had one arm.
I can't find a single example of this monster with one arm on Google Images.
Oh well, creative
So
liberties.
then it's not copyright infringement. It counts as fair use.
But I mean,
Well, I think you can use fairy tales in
fuck.
fair use, can't you? Oh well. Whoa, it's Stretch Armstrong.
Get him!
wait. Was it aiming for Qrow? Because if it was aiming for Qrow, it did a shit job there.
Yeah, I know, it's...
It just split the difference and aimed
Also,
halfway.
why is John the one going to protect Qrow?
I don't know.
It's RWBY's uncle.
I don't know, maybe he's trying to get laid.
Make him blind. You know, Ren, there are many times where you could have used this semblance. Many times.
Yeah. I mean, it is the best semblance ever.
More of those homing grenades. This is the greatest semblance of the show. It makes you invisible to the
Stop giving John fucking screen time. This is Ruby's uncle. She should be saving him.
Yes.
She's also the fastest.
Or Jean doesn't want any more people to die.
Ship confirmed.
Wait, did he just pull an Ozpin?
I hope so.
Do you think that Qrow's inside John's head now? Because I would be pissed.
That would be alright for me. if Qrow was...
Keep moving. Go in a circle.
That's what Ren was doing!
That's what they were doing, you fuck!
Circle strafing, the weakness of any stupid boss.
Yeah, they're not doing any damage to this thing.
John, oh god,
What?
That's new.
That's new.
I'm glad he saved this and didn't use it against Tyrion.
Yeah, really.
why is John? This is. Oh, I'm getting pissed.
Well, I mean, it's pure as it's pure as metal melted down.
I don't
it's
give
the
a
power
fuck.
of friendship.
I don't give a fuck.
Oh my god.
They're playing John
This
as
is
the
like a
big hero
fairground
here.
ride.
And this is Ruby's goddamn show.
Oh,
I don't care.
It's Miles's show.
Yeah.
What? Okay.
Okay, then.
So that actually is part of the monster's mythology.
So I'm confused as to what Jean's new weapon is. Is just a slightly bigger sword?
yeah.
Because, like, surely the sword becoming the shield, which what it used to do, like the scabbard became a cool shield thing.
What? What?
What?
And they both die.
Was I right? Was I right?
Is Nora dead?
Oh.
Okay, thank God.
No.
Thank God I was wrong. Wow.
Perfect timing. I mean, admittedly, I got a laugh, but really,
Yeah, that was nice and
it's another
cute.
example of a good joke wasted on a dramatic moment.
Oh, well, Nora's out the fight.
The floor is OP.
So, how do Grim work? Because some of them work like flesh, where you just have to cut it. Then you got these guys who are kind of just like gas ghosts.
I don't think we're supposed to know.
Oh, that's a spoiler question.
Okay, I'm liking this with Ren. The Ren stuff I'm a-okay with because this is his fight, even though this is still.
Correction, it was his fight.
Yeah. Just run away, you fucks!
God damn it, Ren, when I said knock it off, I said knock him off the horse.
No, he's connected. He's coming out of the horse. So now they're both.
While we're under here, no one can hear us have sex.
What?
Oh, you
Oh my
gotta
God.
be fucking kidding! Where's?
It.
Nora, let go.
Sean is.
Nora, they're going to get hurt if we don't.
Oh, that was a backhand.
I won't let it end.
Aww.
Ryu Agataki. Wait, no!
We can't do this.
Yes!
Hang on. No, okay. So just to slow him down a little bit and say, okay, we need to fucking work as a team.
Oh yeah, hi Ruby. Welcome
Okay, I
to the
understand
fight
that.
you haven't been in.
I still don't know how to feel about Jean's new sword thing. Like, what practical use does
It's a
it
slightly
have?
bigger sword.
It hits harder. It has the impacting quality from Pathfinder.
I suppose.
It does one more dice of damage.
I'll take care of the horse.
Be a really good time to shoot Nora with that thunder round.
That
I guess she ran out.
How many bullets does she have in that thing?
A billion? One little knife?
One little tiny thing stuck in.
Hey, they
you
traded
used
weapons.
shield. Nice.
Okay, you see, that was good.
Alright, they pinned down the arms.
Oh, okay.
No, it's
This,
it's like
this.
No, it's like nobody tried working together ever in the history of this show.
And now they actually
Actual
do.
coordination.
That's all.
Oh, Kentucky Kid.
For my mother.
Whoa! Even though I'm pretty sure you weren't the one that killed my mother.
For all those that you've slain.
This knife is OP.
Yeah.
Why didn't he ever use it before?
Yeah, how come this can cut it, but Jean's sword can't?
It's Hanzo's knife, obviously.
Well, Hanzo did a pretty crap job of it, considering.
Poof.
Okay.
Okay, now let's leave this knife here and never speak of it again.
Yeah, I know.
How do you know where he was?
She probably watched
Oh, yeah.
Jean carry him off? I don't know. She did jump up on top of a roof.
She didn't do anything.
Yeah,
Except, like, once.
Ruby didn't do much.
What? What?
Hold up.
What?
The ambulance has arrived,
Okay,
What the fuck?
especially with...
What the fuck? What the fuck?
what?
What the fuck?
What?
What? No, come on.
This is so much stupid.
What?
This is... It's not even Weiss.
Wait.
That airship
Not even
looks-
Weiss.
What if we don't make it in time?
Ruby.
Holy shit, it's literally right there.
How... They were walking in circles this entire time. I have no doubt in my mind now.
Oh my god.
We made it, Uncle Qrow.
Good kid.
You know, we probably should have rented the Airbus. No, this will seal the deal if we see Oscar's train underneath them now. Aww.
Yes!
Thank
Yes!
God.
This is a spoiler I saw, but you know what? I am so happy for it. This is like...
You see, now she has to die. Not only is she ginger, but she's in a relationship.
That's the kiss of death for
Yes.
any RWBY character.
Thank God we had some anti-Tyrion poison lying around.
Ah, yes, it's a nice room.
Yeah, I know, seriously. They just carry around anti-venom for Scorpion Grim?
Specifically Scorpion Faunus.
Yeah, Fort Faunus, not Grim.
Friendly reminder that we're not even halfway through yet.
Oh god. We're gonna watch Yang try to get her motorcycle on the ferry and be like, there's no room! She's like, fine, I'll wait for the next one. It's coming in 6 months!
Fine, I'll take the Airbus. I hear that's popular.
Dear Uncle Qrow, you are incredibly useless throughout this journey. I'm disappointed in you as your niece, and I'm going to be leaving you behind on further adventures.
I hope my letters have been reaching
Letters?
you in
What?
time.
Well, I mean, she has been on the road for 6 to 8 months. God, I can't even say that anymore.
How much time has taken place between the end of Volume 3 and the end of Volume 4?
We try to keep it as ambiguous as possible because anytime you bring in like official dates and stuff, that's when plot holes can come up. And if you just kind of keep it vague, then you don't worry about the plot holes and you just focus on the story.
I guess
But
it's all we've got these
How has she
days.
been sending them?
Postbox. Bird Grim. Oh no, Bird Faunus. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
After everything I've been through, I can
So,
definitely
it took
say
me an
you're
entire
right.
season to realize, but I know what I don't like about the art style now.
What?
And that's that the characters, they have black lines that illustrate where edges should be, but on the face, that line constantly shifts around the nose.
Oh, yeah, no, that's a massive Maya problem.
You can hide out back in the cargo hold. I'll take you as far as I can, but if we get caught, you're on your own.
Like, there is some bits where it just looks like a flat plane because their nose isn't defined by the edge, and then with a close-up it will be.
That's a constant modeling issue. That is a modeling issue with this art style.
It's true,
It's
but it
something that
didn't.
people
I don't
have been
believe it
trying
used to
figure out.
happen in the old modeling software.
Yeah.
And the things we do know now.
Wait, if he was part of the good White Fang, then why does he have the evil White Fang picture?
Memories, you know.
Bad
So-
things.
Oh,
Hey, that's a kick-ass combat
That
suit.
does.
That
That
looks
does look
nice.
We're missing Ruby's speech. Oh, hi, Zwei.
Ah, Zwei. Why didn't you go with Yang? You were the best
No,
character.
That
Good.
look.
She had an arm back then.
One eternity later.
I know this is a really, like, emotional speech, but I'm not paying attention to any of it.
I couldn't give a fuck about what the fuck?
It's a tiny dagger, and
I know.
Ren's like, it's not the size, it's what you do with it.
yeah, Ren's looking at like Jean going compensating for something.
One eternity later.
I swear to God, is the rest of this episode going to be this fucking
Well,
speech?
we normally have like a 5-minute credit scene.
If Weiss flies
End of this.
all the way to fucking Haven, if she flies...
Yeah.
Ah, hey, son, you're there. Right. Wait.
Oh, she's on
Oh,
Menagerie.
wait, how long did it take her to get
What?
there?
Maybe they will meet up. He is taking the train right there.
Holy shit! Don't be an idiot and walk here.
And if you look to your left, you can see Qrow.
Oh my god.
We're still lost.
Because we are totally lost. We don't have complex ideals that are going against the grain of society. No, we're just lost.
Oh, there they are.
Hey. Oh.
Her powers were never that shitty before. What, is she trying to get the right signal?
Also, what is Emerald like? Wait. Is anyone actually watching that?
We have to try.
Isn't it just?
Maybe that's how difficult it was because she had to create a mass
No,
hallucination.
it was the other way around. She only did it for 2 people. Oh god damn it, Ruby! Now you ruined the writing.
God damn it.
Okay, now I have to start over. And then the dialogue starts over too.
I miss you so much. I miss Weiss and Blake too.
Don't miss Penny, though. She was just a robot. A soulless automaton.
Hey, this is a reverse of the last volume.
How sweet.
Dramatic parallels. Pointless dramatic parallels.
It's like poetry.
He's going to take us to
They
see
rhyme.
Professor Lionheart.
Professor
Headmaster of Haven
Lionheart.
Academy. And
Wait!
Oh, so we
Wait!
did have the cane this whole time, just shoved up his ass.
It really was. It was like, no, he wasn't dying from the poison. He just had this cane in his ass.
His ass.
He really needed to poop this entire
Yeah,
time.
he was constipated. Oh my god, she's already on.
and I know
So she's on Menagerie, but she's going...
No, she's
But-
she's going to Mistral.
Oh, wait,
So,
no, she's
wait.
going Mistral.
So the fairy people.
Wait. Okay. All ports look the same.
All the places look the same.
The,
that's
the,
true.
the,
Who wrote that?
I don't know, obviously bandits.
Bandits.
so okay, let me get this straight. The fairy people took like 6 to 8 months to get down
It was
south
the same ferry that took him to a sunny
to
island.
Menagerie. Then they somehow got all the way back up to Vale in like no time flat, and then in the same amount of time got to Mistral.
Well, remember what they said. They said if they don't set a timeline for it, it can't be considered a plot hole.
fill you in on whatever's going
Yay,
on.
now we get to meet new characters.
You know, that seems like a really underwhelming title for someone named Lionheart.
Lionheart.
Like General Lionheart.
thank you, Professor. Salem
always
did say you were.
Wait,
Ah,
did he just say
shit.
Salem's name?
Yes.
Yeah, that's Watts.
So the
It's
So
the
who
evil
did he say
mustache
that
dude.
to?
he said that to Lionheart. So it sounds like Lionheart might be evil McEvilton.
Evil McEvilton. Okay.
No, no.
But isn't he supposed to be the cowardly lion?
Maybe he is. Maybe that's the idea.
Maybe that's the point. He's too cowardly to face them. Nah.
Okay.
All right. Well, ooh, this song is actually. I like this song. Anyway, I've not liked any of the songs this season. To this one, this one's catching my ear.
No, I couldn't think of a memorable one this season.
But the why is Sun credited? Is this by order of appearance? But no, anyway,
it might be. First
name is
first mate
Oscar
crew member
Pine.
2. Oscar Pine? Fuck off with that.
Pine's a color.
Oscar's a color.
Wait, Oscar's
No, pine. Like it's like a tree.
I know, but okay. So, Qrow. Oh, cute, so cute. Actually, that is actually pretty cute. That's
Qrow.
Yeah.
We're the Qrow. We're the real Qrow.
Yeah.
So opinions, people.
I liked the animation. You know, it seems that they save all of the animation budget or animation time on the mid-season fight and then the end-season fight.
Mm-hmm.
This is a smart way to do it.
Done that every.
But not the big opening season fight. What the fuck?
No, those just get to go fuck themselves. I guess Volume 2 had an opening season fight.
Volume 3 had one as well. They had a ton of open season fights.
No, I mean,
Yeah, but they're all
a
terrible.
good one.
I don't know. I liked quite a lot of the fights from Volume 3.
Did you see Fatman's review?
I did. And I will pick apart that they don't physically make sense, but visually they do look like a lot of fun.
That's fair enough, I suppose.
Yeah.
How they got out of the town, just the helicopter came by and picked him up, that was so stupid. I hated it.
Yeah, that is like Deus Ex Machina by definition.
We saw this.
We were on patrol and saw the smoke.
We saw the smoke. Was something burning?
Grim.
I don't recall anything burning. No, we saw the smoke from your campfire in episode 8.
I think they saw the grim smoke.
The grim dissolve, and oh my god,
It just so happened to be in the area. That's the biggest anticlimax I've ever seen. They've spent half a season with Qrow being poisoned, and like, oh crap, are we gonna get him to the place in time? Is there gonna be a place we can get him to? And
yeah, really.
Not only is he fine, but they just happen to have some antitoxin on them.
Yeah.
No, the guys, they just had a blue herb. They just had a blue herb on them. They just patched it right. Fixed him right up.
Oh god damn it, that was. I'm mad at that. I don't.
Okay. The positives of this episode for me: Ren, Nora, and everything about them.
Yes.
Fuck that.
Everything about that was a plus.
Oh come on, Fat Man, it was adorable. Like I'm glad they didn't go full romantic, because that's never what they have been.
I know. I kind of get the implication that they are now in a romantic relationship of sorts. But like,
yeah, like this has made them a lot closer, and that's understandably so. But I'm glad it wasn't balls to the wall, like they're just making out now. Like I'm glad it wasn't that, because that would just been like, guys, you nearly died. Like holy shit.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the moment where like I'm hoping in a future volume, Nora's just like, all right, guys, me and Ren have to go do something. She just drags him into a room, and you just like closes the door, and you just start hearing like jackhammer noises.
Go grind the steel on our weapons.
Special thanks to the Ohm family. Except his wife. Sorry.
Oh,
what?
Oh, Fat Man! Ow, that hurts.
Special thanks to Reddit.
Special thanks
Where's
to Reddit.
our special thanks? Come on, Rooster Teeth.
Where is it? Where is it? Come on, they have to know I exist.
Specifically, Fat Man Falling.
And all of the fucks not given to Fat Man Falling.
There's Pastilli. There's
like what if it's just like a giant middle finger with like your name written on it? Security.
It's what they call their kids and pets.
Oh, really?
What, really?
They've done that. They've done that ever since Red vs. Blue season 1.
Really?
I didn't know. No, I've seen it called other than security. Oh well.
Pixel the cat. Dylan the cat. Dylan the cat.
Render cat. I like Render cat. The cat that's constantly generating.
Kylie. Did they name one of their characters after a goddamn cat? Oh, never mind.
They had a character named Kylie.
Not Kylie, but Callie. Kylie.
Kyle. Yeah.
Kylie.
Post
credits.
Oh god damn it! He's alive.
Well, he's alive.
Raven.
Yeah, probably Raven.
Oh
no, it's Oscar.
Oh my god!
I don't think they allow kids in here, Pipsqueak.
Shut up, I'm getting there. I'm supposed to tell you I'd like my cane back?
Like he knows, he just accepts it. Okay.
It's good to see you again, Oz.
Congratulations, now you're compensating for something. Okay, alright.
So, it is confirmed he just took the train. That's my favorite thing this season, is that we spent all season following Ruby, who didn't even make it. They had to get a lift at the end. And Oscar just takes the train straight there. That's the best thing.
They do realize that most major transportation hubs are fucking hubs for multiple types of transportation. Like, here in Cincinnati, we have a train, we have riverboats, and we have fucking airports. So, by logic, if they were to have taken a boat to a major harbor, it is most likely that they would have had a fucking train station there that could have taken them to fucking Haven. Holy shit.
I can't even. I refuse to even. I can't. I won't. I don't even want to anymore.
Okay.
What are we doing?
So, in conclusion, the RWBY segment of this arc, which was most of it,
completely pointless. Was the most pointless thing in the world.
Literally, the only thing it served to do was develop Ren and Nora, which I'm thankful for, but you didn't have to divert your entire storyline for it.
The Ren and Nora thing only kicked in like the last 3 episodes.
I know!
Like,
No.
Okay.
It was mentioned once in like the 2nd episode with Qrow Yuri.
Oni.
Oh, yeah, like Ren was uneasy about the place. Yeah.
Black
Yeah,
flower.
devil lesbian. So, the only other things that happened this arc is that they met with Tyrion, they cut Tyrion's tail off, and Qrow got poisoned, which was immediately retconned, because now he's not poisoned.
Well, it didn't get retconned as much as it just got swept under the rug.
It got fixed.
Yeah, it didn't have a consequence. That's not the same as a retcon.
It was an anticlimax. Okay, yeah, that's a different
We met a cool Grim design, but it was stolen entirely from mythology.
That conflict could have been completely avoided if they had taken the train.
Yeah, that conflict could have been avoided if they took the train or if they just walked away from it.
Well, no, they needed to see if the town had medicine for Qrow.
Yeah, Ren told them that it didn't. I mean...
Yeah, fair enough. Ren didn't want to explain himself, I suppose.
Yeah, Ren's like, no. People are going to complain if I have too much dialogue. Just take my word for it.
He just points angrily.
I don't know. He's had less in this volume, thank God, but I think that's just because of lack of screen time at this point.
I don't know if he's had less total, but he's had more screen time compared to Volume 3, where he, spoke in every single scene he was in.
I'm glad that, considering this was kind of, the ending of this was kind of more like Ren's arc, I think he got an appropriate amount of lines of dialogue for his most important character moment up until this point.
Okay, now let's talk about the thing that pissed me off the most. Like the train thing I find just hilarious. It doesn't actually anger me, it's just like, wow, you're that fucking stupid. The thing that pisses me off, John.
Oh.
Yeah, I know.
Why? This is a show about goddamn RWBY, and she has done nothing all volume.
Yeah.
She, name... No, because John has done things. He's been the hero. He's had the hero moments.
Yeah, it's...
what the fuck?
It sucks.
What the literal fuck?
I mean, it's, yeah.
Out of all of them, RWBY has been the least interesting this season.
And it's not her fault! It's their goddamn fault! They're supposed to make her interesting!
True. I'd say that Jean was more interesting because he had more to lose.
I don't know if he'll make it.
He will. He has to.
Jean, Nora and Ren, they all had something to lose. Jean was sick of losing teammates and they didn't want to lose each other. RWBY is just the protagonist, the team member of RWBY of whom we have to follow or else it isn't an episode of RWBY. She is the equivalent of a mascot at this point.
Well, here's how I would have rectified this and made this better. Have RWBY get separated from John, Nora, and Ren. And thus, it would invoke anxiety over losing them the way that she witnessed Pyrrha, being that she would get back to them too late in order to help them. So, during an episode or two, you could have had RWBY on her own, trying to get back to the group, struggling to do that, and all the way not sure whether or not she's going to be able to get there in time. And you could have the remainder of Juniper under some kind of threat. That's how I would have done it, instead of wasting fucking time exploring all these goddamn villages that are all apparently dead!
They're the same village, just slightly remodeled. Okay. RWBY Season 4 has taken place in a completely new engine, which means they've had to remodel everything.
Yeah.
And that's cool for something like this when you're exploring new things that weren't already modeled, like new environments and stuff like that. They used pretty much the same environment. They used the same kind of towns, just slightly different buildings moved around. They used the same forest. Even the bit at the end with Yang, I'm fairly certain they used the same beach, just shot at a different angle. That's why it looks so confusing.
I mean, I don't even think it was a different angle. I think they just used the port from Menagerie and just replaced all of the background randos.
Yeah, I think so.
Right.
No, what I think they did is they removed all the stalls.
Yeah.
Because you remember in Menagerie they had a marketplace set up there. By the way, kudos to them because ports actually have marketplaces.
Yeah.
You know, like they have hubs. They have goddamn transportation. God damn it, RWBY!
I mean, that was my point all the way back from episode 5 when it was like this looks like a normal port on a like not even on a busy day. It just looks like a port city. It looks like a dock that people getting off the boat. It's not crowded at all. Why are you trying to play up like it's crowded?
Yeah, I mean, I get the image that it was written in there before they realized they couldn't render that many people in time.
Yeah. So you want how many people? No, change the script. The what?
we only do that when people are disagreeing with us and saying that they don't want spoilers or whatever.
Yeah. No. We don't change the script. We just recontextualize it to the point of meaninglessness. Did we see Weiss get off of her trip to
No,
no, she was just on the plane.
Yeah, okay.
Which
we don't know where she's going.
Isn't this kind of the same ending as Volume 4 or Volume 3? I mean,
it's the opposite of the ending.
Literally, a complete reversal.
Yeah. It's returning to status quo.
Does that even have a meaning anymore? Status quo.
The status is not quo.
What was this season like?
Yeah, what happened?
It was
okay. Yang went through an emotional arc.
Yes.
That's fine. Yang, I am 100% on board with. She was.
I would also argue that Weiss went through an emotional arc, even though it was basically just an arc confirming things that she already felt.
Yeah.
That's an arc in and of itself. It's her coming to terms with everything that she's feeling. That's fine.
Yeah. So Yang is good. Yang was probably the best part of this volume.
Yes, Yang was the best. Weiss was second best.
Second best
because of the bitch slap.
Blake was stupid.
Blake was.
I mean, I would be more willing to say that Ren was the best part of this volume, but he was only relevant for the last 3 episodes.
So Ren's third best.
But that in itself sort of fits in with Ren's personality of like not being the focus. I mean, okay, I would actually say that Yang was the best part and Ren was the second best part. And then Weiss is the third best part because her arc does have some silliness in it.
Like Klein. What the fuck is Klein?
I like Klein.
I don't know.
He's like, I'm your good old Anglo-Saxon butler. And now I'm Scottish.
Oh yeah.
And I'm evil now.
I thought that was fun.
I thought it was I thought they were going for Cockney.
I think it's to balance out all his hot air.
Keep your voice down. I told you I'd be here.
I didn't like Blake's arc that much.
Blake's arc was terrible. Blake's arc was like the worst of the series, let alone this volume.
I have never seen my feelings towards a character flip-flop like they did with Sun this volume. Because one moment he could be doing cool stuff, and then the next minute he's making the worst jokes possible.
It'll be a regular journey to the east.
He's doing the worst
spying on a girl and her father having a heart-to-heart. Who the fuck does that? Why do you want to know?
I'm
just
maybe he was leaning in because he was wondering if he was
no. I think
if like there was some weird family thing he could get on.
No, I mean I'm pretty sure he was just trying to get away from MILFcat.
My aura is depleted.
He's like, I need time to recharge. I'm gonna go into the same room as your daughter and your husband. That has to be it. I mean, his aura was depleted from all of the banging.
But Fat Man, that's a plot hole in itself. Who the fuck would try to get away from MILFcat?
Well, maybe
who in their right mind?
Maybe he didn't have enough stamina and didn't want to disappoint her.
Damn it, man! Enough stamina be damned. Just go for it.
So,
it's not a matter of stamina. It's a matter of willpower.
Well, maybe he was drained on that too. I mean, his aura was completely depleted because fucking the
Iris. Was that her name? Iris, Isis,
Ilya. Yeah, chameleon girl.
They're like 5 things I'm reading right now, and like everyone has like Iris, Isis, weird names.
Iris. My name is Eyeball.
Okay, so I checked back to the very first episode of Volume 4, And they did.
Volume Fluoro-B.
That's how I feel about this volume. It's right on the floor.
That's how I feel about it too.
It's just, what's the point? You know? But yeah, volume floor. At the very start, they do talk about, okay, Watts, you're going to Mistral.
Dr. Watts, and meet with our informant in Mistral.
Mm-hmm.
So this entire season, the reason why he's been absent is because he's just been traveling to Mistral.
He was walking.
He also probably took a train or something to get there.
No, I really think that the bad guy's hideout is located in that little red peninsula off of Anima that's over to the right of Haven. That's where they have to be, just because of the timeline of everything. I mean, considering that Tyrion, with a giant wound and no tail, managed to run all the way back there in the time it took Orange to carry Qrow to Qrow.
Yeah, I could believe
to
it.
black lesbian. Wait, is Qrow is black, right?
Yes, I believe it is black. All right, so Oscar is now in the equation when it comes to interacting with the main characters.
Constantly inside little boy. But he's got his beating stick back.
He really did have that shoved right up his ass. It wasn't. Can we check back? It wasn't on his character model, was it? Like the collapsed thing.
Yeah, he doesn't look like he has his scythe either.
When he was on the stretcher bed, I don't think he had his scythe with him either.
So where the fuck are these
things? Maybe wrong on that.
Internal consistency.
Well, his cane is collapsible, as we saw in that last scene.
Theoretically, it could just be one of the world's whitest dildos. But
I don't even think that that's accurate. I don't even.
I know. No, I'm sorry. I'm talking in terms as though I'm a writer from RWBY.
The world from RWBY where dildos are tiny?
Because whatever I say will easily be disproved sometime down the line.
I mean, most dildos compare their size to Coke cans.
Because I mean, just
okay. Forget I said any of that.
How do you know that?
I've never been on baddragon.com. I've never been there. This podcast brought to you by baddragon.com.
Dear Lord.
Dude, I think everyone's been there. Everyone's just at least curious about that. I belong to an entire group on Facebook that talks about everything. So there's plenty of girls talking about their dragon dildos. They actually own them, and it's interesting to hear what girls have to say about that.
Back to RWBY.
Okay, do you think they make grim dildos?
Well, see, the problem with making grim dildos is that they can't get the grim in captivity. Well, no, they don't actually breed. They just bubble out of pus. So I don't think that they have penises.
That was RWBY related.
So that raises the question: what created these super grim, like the elephant's grim and the I'm just gonna call him horseman
level up?
grim.
I mean, they explained it the longer they live, the bigger they get. It's just that they never stop growing unless people kill them.
Ah.
Well, my only question is do they evolve into new types of grim, or do they just become bigger, badder versions of previous?
Yeah, that's the question. Where are all of the little horse grim? We're all my little horse grim, my little horse grim. Na 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 na.
Do they even have regular? They do have regular horses in RWBY.
Do they? When was this shown?
The Fall Maiden was riding a horse.
Oh yeah, she was on top of a horse.
Yes.
That's true. I remember asking this question: how many other animals exist that aren't grim?
I mean, the grim aren't animals though. Grim are unrelated to animals.
Oh, okay. What animals exist that have not been killed by grim? Because we have birds, we have dogs,
horses,
we have horses. Fish, because they ate fish once.
Well, here's the thing that kind of disappoints me about their fantasy world is they've created this whole quite literal fantasy world. This world departed from our own. And the only fauna, not faunas, but fauna, divergent from our own world are the faunus and the grim. There's regular humans, and then there's regular animals that can apparently take a fucking sledgehammer to the face, but that's neither here nor there.
A thermostat.
They don't have any unique animals in the show. You would think that a fantasy world would have, I don't know, we were wondering how RWBY got her letters to people. How cool would it be if there was like a species of like semi-sentient like moles, kind of like Mr. Rossetti from Animal Crossing.
You see, I was gonna go with Bird Grin, but moles works too.
He just like pops like they pop up at random intervals, and like people have gotten used to it where like you can like mark letters in a certain way and just drop it in the hole, and eventually a mole will come along and just scoot it along to wherever it needs to go. Like, that would be really cool. I think that'd be a really cute, cool idea. In fact, I'm using that. I'm taking that idea. I'm using that. I need to remember that.
There is no escape from the fortress of the moles. No, except...
I hate John. Like the previous volumes, I thought he was harmless in that he had his own separate screen time away from RWBY and didn't do anything to take away from her. Now, he is actively detrimenting the growth of her character, or at least any expression of her character. He is doing things that she should be doing, like taking Qrow out of the fight. And you might be saying, well, RWBY is more combat effective. And I'm like, RWBY is still a fucking kid. So is John. They're not the smartest people on the planet. So, it would be logical that RWBY, who has more concern about her uncle than anyone else, would be the one to get her uncle out of danger.
With a speed
with her speed sense. It just makes sense from a kid's perspective. John would be the one that's like, it would be cool if RWBY was like, okay, I'm getting my Uncle Qrow out of here. John, you think of a plan. That would have made sense to me. Like, it would have still given John some significant focus, but I would have accepted it because it's perfectly within character for RWBY to be concerned about her dying uncle. And then let's talk about the Grimm, the Grimm was is seemingly targeting John and Qrow.
But
it was targeting Qrow. It was targeting Qrow, and John dove to save him.
But it missed by like meters.
It shifted aim to Jean, but we didn't see that transition from its viewpoint, so we just
Ren's semblance. And the Grimm's like, what? I don't have eyes. These glowing things in my head don't
they don't necessarily see. They sense people, don't they?
Yeah.
But they have eyes.
And
it has a skull with eye holes.
Yeah.
Moles have eyes and they're blind.
But here's the thing, like, eyes can be a sign of intimidation. So it would actually make sense for them to evolve things that look like eyes, but aren't actually eyes, to be more intimidating.
Okay.
Now, the question is, why do they face things the way they do? Say it like that.
How come it's taken Ren so long to use what's arguably the most useful huntsman semblance so far in the show? And this is the first time he's used it in a combat situation that we've seen.
He never had an opportunity to?
I mean, he's like the ultimate support when it comes to fighting Grimm.
In the first season of the show, the first time we get to see the explanation of aura as a thing is when Ren is fighting the snake on his own, which now we know he had no actual reason to, because all he had to do is turn himself invisible and walk away.
You know, I just realized this volume is about as pointless as season 1. As volume 1.
Well, volume 1 introduced all the characters.
Volume 2. You know, I can just keep changing goalposts and it'll make sense either way.
Oh my god, I can't believe Oscar got to the place! I can't believe Oscar got to the place.
RWBY said, like, I don't know if you've been getting my letters. It's been so long since I've seen you or something like that. Did she actually name it?
Hey, sis.
We should probably look up that panel at Sydney.
We try to keep it as ambiguous as possible.
I would be very interested to know where exactly their thought process on a lot of these things went.
Why do the faunas that have animal ears also have human ears?
Yeah.
I'd like to
Because
believe
we
it.
don't care, that's why.
Also, why doesn't Nora just pull the trigger? Well, sorry, I keep forgetting you guys aren't watching at the same time. When she does her dramatic save of Ren and the Grimm is grabbing her hammer, why doesn't she just pull the trigger?
Because they needed a joke.
Also, great time for that joke. I mean, it's cute. I like that Nora has a bit of a shy side to her, a little modesty.
I don't like that at all.
I like her having a little modesty. Okay, you just want to look up her skirt with no guilt.
I don't.
You pervert.
I don't.
Baka.
I don't value modesty at all.
I thought that was adorable. Like, it was a really tense moment. It's like, oh, thank God Nora survived. Hey, don't look. I'm like, why do you wear a skirt in combat?
Yeah, I know.
Combat skirt.
It's a combat skirt.
combat skirt.
I'm just okay. You know what? I am incredibly happy that not only did Ren and Nora get out of this almost completely unscathed, they came out actually better for it. Developed as characters. They came out of this volume better than they went in.
I was certain that they were going to keep up the... In fact, yeah, I am certain that how it happened at Rooster Teeth is that they were like, okay, we have to continue with this theme of killing off gingers. And they planned the scene where Nora would jump in front, and then they were like, no, wait, we need Nora. Our show would tank without her. And then they just kind of said, okay, well, let it hit the hammer or something.
Well, they also, I think they felt the the ever-present presence of my aura just like seeping over them. Because if they kill...
Your semblance is that you mind control.
Yeah, no, my semblance is if they kill another ginger, I wipe Rooster Teeth off the face of the planet. With my bare hands.
You see, I would have thought they would have reassembled Penny.
Yeah, I would have thought that they would have...
They said they won't.
I think that they
They said they
legitimately
won't.
wanted that to be a character death.
But it's a robot! It has a fucking hard drive. Did the hard drive get cut in half? Does she not have backups?
Did they only make one copy?
Also, like they even showed her inventor father, and he hasn't showed up in this volume, so they just... It's like... It feels like they were kind of planning on that being
Somebody
a thing.
in Rubingo is like, Weiss will finally meet the guy we saw clutching the chair when Penny died. It's like, nope, sorry. Nothing that happened in Volume 3. Or, I mean, you know, except... Oh, I mean, even the fucking fall of Beacon. Because Glinda is there, restoring Beacon to its former glory.
We got to see Peter Pot and Speedy McCoffee for like an episode. That was cool, I suppose.
I like them.
Yeah. Glinda was nowhere to be seen. Any of the other huntresses or huntsman characters that we saw there, never to be seen aside from Sun. Neo, never to be seen.
Which is a shame.
This shoots my theory about Neo showing up and befriending Yang in the foot. I was so hoping.
Unless she's somehow in Mistral?
She flew all the way there. She's been she's been trapped in the air.
She glided on a single bit of air.
That should have been the post-credit sequence. Neo clutching her umbrella, like and then just like lands, and she's like, okay, and she looks up, and it's like Haven.
She's been in the air for 6 to 8 months.
She survived.
I would have forgiven everyone for everything if that
that would
been
have been
the
great.
How did she sustain herself? You just see her flying and like occasionally like unscrewing the bottom of her umbrella to like
she stabs a bird. Yeah, that's how she eats. It would have been really funny if like you have that really intense fight scene between them and Tyrion, and somewhere like 5 pixels in the background you just see something floating across the mountain, and that's her. I would have forgiven so much.
If they do that, I would forgive so much.
That would make this entire season worth it. Like, because as far as I'm concerned, 12 episodes, if this was just an anime,
yeah,
you know, and not something that I've already watched a ton of shit of. Like, if this was just a new thing that came out, I would not watch the next season of this, because so much time was wasted.
Yeah, if this were the first season, the first volume, I would drop it. In fact, really, the only reason...
I'm surprised nobody dropped it after the actual first
volume.
volume.
In the first volume, the very first volume, everyone was kind of giving it a pass because it's their first attempt at this.
Yeah, which I was like, what?
It had faults. That's fine. I would argue that's fine. You know, this is Rooster Teeth's first real foray into a fully animated series. Mm-hmm. There's going to be hiccups. There's going to be rough patches, and they're not going to have everything down pat. The second volume is where it really should have been the killing point, but everyone else was, and I was kind of like, okay, maybe Volume 3 will get it better. Maybe Volume 3 will get it right. And it did kind of improve in Volume 3.
I liked Volume 3.
Somewhat.
I know it has a lot of terrible stuff, but overall I quite like Volume 3. It's probably my favorite season.
I don't know. I have difficulty with determining which season was the best. Because it's like, as far as like which one I liked, it's like, well, I like them all equally for different reasons. They got like the so bad it's good stuff, and then they've got the like legitimately good stuff, which is perplexing, and then it's just the dichotomy of badness in the, you know what I mean.
Slightly, yeah, I do.
It's so bad it's good. So bad it's good. That's what I'm trying to say.
I still think that the biggest mistake they have made is switching from, what was it? It was Poser to Maya.
Yeah.
That is the biggest mistake they could have made, because everything glows way too much. The line weight and the nose and the face is terrible because it's really inconsistent. And the stuff that should have lines, like Sun's abs, for example, don't. It just looks like an ironing board.
He's going from a washboard to an ironing board. Well, that made sense because he was washboard abs in season 3, and now they need to iron. Makes perfect sense.
And the thing is, it's actually a fairly easy thing to fix because you can just use invisible geometry.
Yeah, they could.
Like literally, you just have to like sculpt out lines around the abs and then make it invisible, make the vertices invisible. But then the shader picks up on it and produces the visual.
But like,
effect.
I mean, does anybody notice that Emerald's cleavage didn't go all the way down to the bottom of her top?
I didn't notice.
She got more modest?
No. Her cleavage just stopped.
As in her boobs stopped halfway.
Like her boobs just fused together at like 2/3 of the way down.
Ha! The uniboob.
Oh my god, you're right. It is just a uniboob.
Yeah. No, she's always had a uniboob. She just now draws a little line on it, like with Sharpie.
Also, she has no nose in that thing.
Yeah, noses.
Noses, they're tricky buggers.
Okay, so when Emerald's manifesting her power, is she manifesting it to all 4 people in the room, or is she just
That's what I was
manifesting it
saying.
to Cinder? Because, like, Salem's smiling like, yes, destroy them.
Yes. And she just sees her burning nothing, like just casting fire.
I think it's safer to say that me and Neil were right on that one, because before, she was comfortable doing an illusion for one person, like for Yang, but now she's doing it for multiple people. She's, like, training.
Yeah, she's...
Well, she did it for multiple people in the last volume, too, when she did it for Yang and Mercury.
Yeah, even though there was no aura, like, bubbling out of that wound, and I'd think that medics would be able to determine that.
I don't think that she did it for Mercury.
She supposedly did? Like that's like she said specifically that she was wiped because doing it for 2 people.
I think she meant doing it for once for Pyrrha and then for Yang.
No. 2 people at once. No, it was those 2 medics when she was trying to make it look like Mercury had a gash in his leg.
Oh, for the medics. Okay, yeah, I getcha.
Even though he didn't have a gash in his leg on the fucking monitor that they were replaying. What if one of those medics looked up like, wait a second, he doesn't have a gash in his leg on the TV?
I don't know. If I was a medic, I would concentrate on the patient in front
Actually,
of me.
a key part of being a good medic is situational awareness. Paying attention to to notable differences in your environment is a very important part.
Very true. How do illusions work? Like, would a medic put his hand on, like, his leg and realize, hang on, this isn't blood, it's metal?
This is metal! That's what I said in my review. If the medic touched his leg, the jig would have been up.
Yeah, they would make it look like Yang punched the medic.
Yeah. Maybe it's all just sensory, it's a 5 senses illusion. Maybe they could even smell, and that's why she's so valuable.
Specifically the sense of smell.
Yeah. No, that's somebody else's semblance who can only create phantom smells.
Oh, Lord. I don't know what else to say on this season. Not a lot happened.
They wandered around the woods. I mean, like...
Yang's new outfit. I wholeheartedly approve of Yang's new outfit.
Oh, yeah. Yang wins Outfit of the Year.
Yes.
We learned a lot of stuff, like... The Relic.
The Relic, and then the 4 relics, and then...
God.
Yes.
Here's the thing, like, on the surface, this appears like a... If you were not to think about this, like, if you were just an average viewer, just turn off your brain to watch it, this makes sense.
No, it doesn't.
Like, okay, fine, yeah, it's a storyline.
That was me for the longest time.
I think if you turn off your brain to watch it, it making sense isn't an issue anymore.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to say.
Like, it's pretty. You look at bright colors, and you look at you look at bright colors moving. And that's the thing that makes sense when you turn your brain off.
I don't know. Why does this show get praised?
Because...
Who praised... Actually, here's the thing. There are a bunch of people who are like, look at the praise the show has gotten, and I can't find anything really praising the show past volume 1.
Okay, I have not seen a genuine sort of in-depth breakdown on why RWBY is amazing. I've seen people go, RWBY, this is a good show. It has some really nice stuff about it. Here's some things that are bad about it, though. And like, I don't know if I've ever actually seen a massive, like, kind of the opposite of Fatman, because I know that Fatman's very critical and very negative. Like, I haven't seen the opposite of that.
I mean, they talk a lot about the good scenes,
opinion-wise at least.
But like, I've gotten like at least 5 messages from people telling me that they are working on exactly what you're talking about, like breaking down RWBY in exactly the opposite way. Some of them are from 4 years ago.
Well, they never got around to that,
Yeah, I know. It's like they were like, oh, I'm gonna break down your Volume 1 review and show why you're wrong about everything. I'm like, awesome. Great, do it.
You know, I think that's one of the reasons why you make your reviews so long. It's so people can't do that. It's like, oh god, this is 3 hours.
How am I gonna disprove everything?
Maybe Fatman, you should offer a reward. That would be interesting. You'd be like, all right, you all fuckers think that I'm wrong. All right, I will offer a reward to someone who can make a reverse review of mine.
Find everything wrong.
It's only when you get into the nitty gritty that you can actually say you didn't miss any details. Like, I never noticed that Weiss's suitcase teleported. I didn't pick up on that.
I mean, that's some of the stuff that I just noticed. When she runs to go hug Klein, she just throws her suitcase behind her.
And on the flip side, back in episode 1, neither of you noticed Nora's shadow.
Yeah,
that's very true. Yeah.
Or her outline, or whatever that was.
So it's like many eyes can pick up on different things.
And that is why having all 3 of us here watching at the same time is a good thing, and we're not just terrible reaction channels. we're totally better, right, guys? See you later.
Thank you all for watching. We'll catch you all next time.
Yes, we will.
By the way, here's our Patreons. This is the outro.
Yes. Here's our Patreons. Go to patreon.com/fatmanfalling and give me $5 million.
Yes. Go to patreon.com/Celtic Phoenix so you can, help me leave my fucking janitor job. Help.
Yes. It's actually detrimental to his health.
At this point, yes. I've gotten sick of it and bed bugs. I want out. I want out.
Who are your patrons?
Yes.
Adam Potato and
Adam Burrows Potato
Locusborg?
and Locutusborg.
Cool people.
Yeah.
You guys are awesome.
Yes, you are.
Love you guys. Mwah.
And my patrons are all awesome too.
Visit patreon.com.
I have 19 of them, and it's hard to remember all their names.
Are we drowning out? We're drowning out Brit. Brit, every single time he tries to say his Patreon, we'll just be like talking over him.
Yes, go to patreon.com/BritishNinja/non-existent/.org.
Oh, you don't have a Patreon
yet. /Ben Saint.
/Ben Saint at patreon.com/GoFundMe. What I will do is I will find a random link to a random website, and I will give it to Fatman to put into the description as my Patreon. So, you watching the video now will have to click down below to see what it is.
It's hardcore porn.
I make no promises.
Of Asuna getting tentacles.
Yes, it is.
Bringing it back around.
Yeah. Anyway, gentlemen, I'm going to have to head off. I don't know if you guys are going to continue after this, but I'm going to have to stop my recording here. It's been an honor. It's been, honestly, thank you so much for letting me join you throughout the season.
See you around, Britt.
It has been an honor serving with you, gentlemen. We'll play our violins until this boat sinks.
I mean, that's not a violin sound. I don't know what I was doing there.
The psycho screech, just...
Alrighty, we are sunk.
Woo!
Like the rest of this show. It's nowhere near living conditions money, but like...
Money?
But all things considered, it's... Why do I have a Sports Center link up?
Because...
As a pop-up, that's why.
You're secretly a sports weeb.
A sports weeb? Does that exist? Like, you could do a RWBY abridged.
Yeah, Zay Overseer followed me.
Wait, who is this Zay person?
Well, I mean, I talk with him, so...
Oh, really? That's cool.
That's where we pulled Serenity from. The voice actor we had for RWBY.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, we've talked to them.
Doesn't she also play Pura or JC? Doesn't JC play Pura for him?
I think so, maybe.
Yeah.
In fact, those hunters and huntresses over at Single don't have any faith in my students. They think you're all a bunch of chickens.
What? Who thinks I'm a chicken? I'll make them wish they could run around without a head.
Sorry, I was thinking of
Mark Zhang.
Asian equation.
Asian equation.
Asian equation, who does like the chibi RWBY stuff. Not chibi RWBY itself, but like he has like these little RWBY chibis that are animated.
I finally found out what my semblance is. It's plot progression.
Shit! God damn it! Why? Fuck, my camera went out. That's what happened.
Because, Qrow is black, but Qrow is, I'm gonna kill you.
Qrow, which literally means I'ma kill you.
Gonna kill you, lesbian.
Yes. Qrow Yuri and Qrow Yuri.
that doesn't sound right, because all unless it's like the act of killing, like, but it would be a must.
Well, I mean, I'm talking about like the swear words.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think Qrow is like the actual like worst swear word in Japan. At least that's what the video said. It's like the N word mixed with the C word.
I'm not even gonna try and make a joke on that. Where's our dialogue this season? Oh, with everything else.
With everything.
Yuri Lowenthal wanted too much money.
Oh, that's awful.
Like, I'll make it look like cleavage. You could just wear a top that covers your chest. Shut up, Mercury.
Dear Lord.
I mean, it's really funny. I mean, because you know my Twitter. And I kept posting that guy, Knight of Chaos.
Oh God, Knight of Chaos.
Messages.
That man does not listen to logic or sense. Like he was like, his entire mentality is fight fire with a fucking flamethrower. Hell, actually no, that's your mentality. Him is just like try and fight fire with dry kindling.
Yeah, he was trying to fight fire with kindling.
Nuclear warfare.
But yeah, he said, you make up 95% of your review. I'm like, tell me one thing I made up. And he's like, well, you twist the facts to make yourself sound right. I'm like, okay, tell me one thing that I twisted. And he's like, well, you ignore scenes. I'm like, okay, tell me one scene I ignored. And he's like, you ignored this one. I'm like, here's a link to me talking about it. He's like, nope, 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 nope.
That doesn't exist, you silly.
And I'm just like, okay.
Like, the cognitive dissonance of some of the hardcore fans is just sad. And I'm wondering, like, it makes me genuinely wonder about myself, whether or not I have something like that going on with anything that I like. I try not to. I try not to be, like, a fucking zealot, but...
For Modica Magica.
I don't know, even then I can recognize why people don't like things.
I mean, you brought this to my attention, but I feel that way about Digibro's review of Rebellion. Like, he called the movie a tonal clusterfuck, and I'm just like, am I too close to it to see what he's talking about? Or is he not close enough to it to see that it's not actually a tonal clusterfuck?
Yeah, it's like...
Because he kind of moved on from that point pretty quickly in his video.
Because, that's the thing, though, is that, like, I can see what he's talking about in that instance. To anyone that's not as invested in the series, it does seem kind of like a tonal clusterfuck. I'm pretty sure that my parents, because I did actually show them Rebellion, that was an interesting experience. It probably didn't help that they were too tired to watch it in one sitting, so we had to watch it in 2 sittings, which is like, God, no, you don't watch a movie in 2 sittings. You watch a movie in one. Lawrence of fucking Arabia, you'll watch it in 1 sitting. It's like 4 hours long. Don't give a damn. Watch it in one sitting.
Lord of the Rings trilogy. You watch it in 1 sitting.
Okay.
You need a catheter, but you will watch it in 1 sitting.
Okay. To be fair, Lord of the Rings is divided into 3 movies, thank God. So it actually has like story beats that you can shut off for a little while and come back to. Although the true believers do watch it in 1 sitting, I still have yet to do that.
Yes. I've never seen Lord of the Rings, so if I ever do it, that's how.
At some point, like I need to fly you two in. We all need to go MatsuriCon together. We should all host a panel of some sort. And while you guys are here, we'll all watch like We'll all watch Lord of the Rings Extended Edition in one sitting.
Wait, what's this?
Matsuri-Con. It happens in the summer in Columbus, Ohio, which is only like 2 hours away from where I live.
Be a pretty expensive plane ticket.
I've never been able to finish Lord of the Rings because I can't make it past
Shelob?
Whatever.
Can't? Why?
I can't make it past the spider. I can't deal with spiders.
Really?
I can't even. Yeah.
Huh.
I'm like 11 out of 10 arachnophobic.
Interesting.
Well, Rooster Teeth, there's your new grin.
I will stop RWBY. I will stop watching RWBY entirely.
Actually, I would like it like if like in the middle of your review of whatever volume that would be, it's like you're talking about these things like I'm just gonna rip RWBY apart. I'm doing all this stuff. You're like, all right, now we're moving on to the next scene where and it just shows the spider. It cuts to you. Cuts to the spider, cuts to you, cuts to the spider, cuts back, your chair is like spinning and empty. Like it's just like end of review.
To be continued eventually.
Yeah. Don't worry. When we get to Shelob, we'll hold your hand for you.
Yes, I would appreciate it.
Oh.
Well, I think we've went too far off topic to even circulate this back to
to even get back to RWBY.
Hey, to be fair, that's what RWBY's been doing.
Yeah. We've gone too far off topic.
Walking around in circles, talking about nothing.
Like, I do feel like this is just a setup arc for the next one. I feel like they've been forced into this, like, they made the stupid decision to switch to Maya and they've had to remake about it. So they've been really strapped for what, like, assets they have to use. And you can tell because they've recycled a ton. So I'm thinking they've spent all of this season on spare parts and like really short asset stock building.
Yeah, but like Volume 5
season.
is going to come out like this year. I need to get my
what?
Fucking...
I didn't hear that.
Oh yeah,
the fall. It's coming out.
Coming out in fall.
Holy crap! Okay, well
because what was it? Did you see the Twitter post?
No, I didn't.
I felt very clever during it.
Yeah, it's that. Yeah, it's like, oh, when you realize RWBY Volume 4 is over, it's Kermit, and he's like, no.
And then it's like, but then you remember RWBY Volume 5 comes out this fall, and he's like, yay! And then I commented I'm like, I think someone mixed up these reactions.
It's great.
And of course, before that, my personal favorite that I had, there was someone like, any RWBY fans out there? And Miles Luna was like, I hear it's okay, and I'm just like, you've been lied to.
You've been lied to. That was my favorite. One of your zingers on Twitter.
Because like on the outside, any person who likes RWBY is gonna think, oh yeah, because it's actually fucking fantastic. But anyone that knows me is gonna think, oh yeah, it's because it's fucking terrible.
Oh god, the live action movie?
What?
Rooster Teeth co-founder Bernie Burns has told Entertainment Weekly that he wants to make a live action film version of RWBY. The Austin-based production company, and then I have to click on the ad to read more, but I don't want to. Sword Art Online and RWBY are both getting live action movies.
What?
How appropriate.
Oh yeah, they wanted to make one, didn't they? Okay. I may shit on RWBY. It is not as bad as Sword Art Online.
I wasn't
not even close.
I wasn't able to finish Sword Art Online.
Sword Art Online's second arc, ripped famously by Digibrony, teared him a new one.
Yes.
Like the second part of Sword Art Online, not Gun Gale, but sort of Alpine Online, just includes scenes of Asuna getting tentacle raped.
That sounds like an improvement to me, but okay.
It involves incest, it involves pedophilia, it involves just so much crazy. No.
Those are all my favorite things.
The way that I phrase it is, if the abridged of your show is not only good, but significantly better in every department than your show, you have created a terrible show. RWBY hasn't even reached that point yet. None of the abridges have actually been actively better, except maybe Fat Man's getting there. But...
Yeah, no, I would say that Fat Man's getting quite close. I'm gonna be honest.
Well, no, it's because like Fat Man doesn't have a full production team behind.
I'm using
him.
stills
like,
from the show.
Like you're using stills.
I am ripping off DWK hardcore.
Fat Man managed to get his not abridged kinda series of the last episode before I got around to watching the last episode. So I was seriously at war with myself, deciding which one I watch first. Do I watch the actual episode, or do I watch watch Fat Man's version because I know I will enjoy Fat Man's version more.
I watched both just because like I need to make sure he didn't miss any details. Because sometimes Fat Man does. We all do on our first couple of viewings. We always miss details. True. It's only when you get into the nitty gritty that you can actually say you didn't miss any details.